Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of KigerCraft. I'm Tiger. Garen is doing a little bit of work in the main room, and today we are going to be doing a little bit of finishing up work on the stairwell that we did last time. In the last episode, I asked you guys what you all thought of for the different swatches that we had for the stairwell here, and from what I can tell, it was pretty much junglewood. A lot of people like the junglewood, and we decided to go with the birch. So that's what we're gonna do, and so we're just gonna work on this. And today, I have a semi-important topic that I wanted to talk about. Oop, this is already wrong. This should be this, yes. And it's about internet freedom. Now, I don't think that I have spoken about the sort of important issues regarding the internet, like, during the SOPA debate. I don't really think that we were doing things at that point. So this will probably be the first time that I'll be talking about it. And this is something that is pretty important to me because I care about, what happens to the internet quite a bit, because it's something that, I've grown up with, and I'm sort of used to it being a specific way. I guess I'm sort of old and set in my ways as far as the internet is concerned, but yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. There we go, got it. Oh, but this is wrong. These are supposed to be birch. I messed it up already. There we go, got it. So having the sort of what they are calling, people call the free and open internet is, it's a big deal, because it's the internet in the way that that we've grown with it over time to, sort of, we've gotten used to it being the certain way. And ooh, poor glass. Oops, I'm sorry. Sorry, I've still got a pretty nasty cough. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that, huh? Oh, bummer. Oh, wait, no, this is supposed to be this tea. Okay, alright, yeah, got it. Sorry. So, Google recently has started a... Jeez, I'm just messing up left and right here. Google has recently started a petition campaign to get people to recognize that there's this UN body called the ITU. Yay, this one's already done. That wants to turn over regulation of the internet to the UN, the United Nations. And a lot of people don't really think that that's a good idea, because it's sort of a tricky situation, because a lot of countries don't support the internet in the way that the United States does. So having oh, this should be glass, I see. So having access to open internet with free speech and all that stuff, a lot of other countries don't believe in that. They see the internet as a tool, or sometimes even a tool of dissidence to undermine the authority in that country. So they have a vested political interest not to have free speech on the internet, and a lot of countries, unfortunately, aren't as sort of magnanimous with free speech as some other ones. Ooh, I need to replace this. Need some more nether brick. Note to self. So, oops, that's wrong. So it's sort of I guess the times we live in. I think no, that needs to be half slabs. That a lot of people are trying to, and this doesn't just go for countries. This goes for companies too. You know, there are a lot of companies that want to see, you know, limited access to the internet, and, you know, locking things down so that, you know, you have to have certain permissions in order to use it. Can I have those nether bricks? Yay! You know, and that was the whole problem with SOPA, was that they really wanted to essentially break the internet, the way that it's has developed over the years, and, you know, turn it into something that is, you know, great for, you know, certain people, but pretty much bad for everyone. And that's sort of what I fear this thing is going to turn into. There are several things that a lot of countries would like to see changed. They don't sort of want the U.S. running things, which kind of don't. But there are a lot of, oh geez, I broke that block there. There are mainly U.S. companies that that handle like domain names and things like that, and I'm sure there are a lot of companies, especially the main backers of this proposal, Russia and China, would very much like to see the internet in much more controllable. You know, having great firewalls to block out all of that free speech from other countries. You know, I'm sure that they would very much like to see something like that be, legitimized. You know, they can do that in their own countries, but it seems like almost it would lead to something like that on a much larger scale. So that's sort of what worries me. But, you know, it's really just, you know, the internet works the way it is. I mean, there are certain aspects of the internet, like, you know, access to, you know, broadband and prices and things like that, but those are separate issues. You know, we're dealing with, oh, this is glass, right? You know, we're talking about dealing with the basics, like, you know, how the internet works. One of the things that they were talking about is tariffs on e-commerce, which is really, really bad, because, for instance, say like you bought something from one country, or there was a service that you paid for in one country, there would be a tax associated with it if it crossed the quote-unquote borders into another country's internet, which is certainly not a very pleasant thing to think about, you know, having to pay more to essentially get data across this imaginary border. I mean, it doesn't even make sense in a computing sense, because that's, you know, there are no borders on the internet. And for me, I guess that's really how I see this, is they're trying to borderize and lock down certain parts of the internet. Oops, wrong one. So, you know, if, you know, China wanted one thing on the internet, you know, they wouldn't have to worry about, you know, something that the US internet was doing. So it seems almost like, oh, geez, glass. It seems almost like these countries are trying to fragment the internet, which is not a good thing, and goes against the very core of the internet. I mean, the internet is open, you know, freely accessible, you know, for the most part, in vast majorities of the world, and that's how the internet protocols were designed. And I guess that a lot of people don't like that, so they want to see it go away. But right now, Google has a web page that they've set up to raise awareness about this issue. This isn't glass yet. And, you know, yeah, the link will be in the description, so you can check it out. One of the things that's sort of scary about this is that the whole meeting and everything is secret. Just like with... Oh, geez, I keep forgetting. Just like with the ACTA negotiations and everything like that, all of it was done behind closed doors, secretive, you know, nobody could know what was going on because, you know, reasons. And that's just, that right there gives me great pause, you know, because if you don't want somebody to know what you're doing, it's probably best that you shouldn't be doing it. Especially when it comes to, you know, political things. It seems like things that are done in backdoor settings are never good for anyone who's not behind the doors. So it's sort of scary because we almost got, you know, some really bad, you know, treaty negotiations that went through that would have, oh geez, I keep getting, it's because of all the curves, I can't keep track of it. You know, if ACTA would have gone through, it would have been horrible for, you know, a lot of, you know, normal people, but, you know, thankfully it didn't. And it's just, it seems like every couple months there's some new thing that's our new group of people who are related to the last group who are trying to break the internet. So it's sort of a thing where it just shows that we have to, you know, be vigilant and, you know, make sure that, you know, nobody's trying to change the internet by pulling the wool over our eyes and, you know, and breaking everything while we're not paying attention. So, all right, there's a T. Okay, so here's the next one, and then that's okay. So that one there, right? Glass, 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 and there we go. Looks good. So now we got a glass skylight that runs all the way down. And we've got a lot of really awesome colors here. I actually really like this. I'm glad that we went with this. Also, having the glass here really makes a difference. I really like it. So let's go ahead and do this. No, let's go ahead and change this. And then that would have changed the... I think it was this, or it was cobblestone before, and then I changed it to this, but I was thinking about how, I think I want to change this first row. Yeah, it was a slab. I think I want to change this first row here to birch, and then the second row to jungle wood. Because I think that'll look good. Watch here, just trust me on this. So there. So like this is Junglewood, and then it's just sort of continuing the theme that we have from down there up onto this sort of walkway here. So there, and then these will be jungle. And did I inverted it? Oh. Okay. We'll just go ahead and revert it back to the way it's supposed to be. And I know I'm using my shovel on this wood, but it's actually really fast. The shovel is a really good way of, you know, cutting up wood if you don't have an axe. And I went looking. Oh, oops! I went looking for my axe earlier, but I can't remember what I did with it. I think I stuck it somewhere that it wasn't supposed to be, and it didn't really work out too well because now I can't find it. So I'm going to have to probably make myself another one, so we'll probably need to take a trip to the Ender sometime here pretty soon. Are you ready? Are you ready to sell snacks? Alright, so let's go ahead and take that away. I had a little idea for these up here. I think do you still have some fence posts on you? Okay, so we're gonna need to grab some fence posts, and then we're gonna work on these little stands up here because I had a thought, and I thought that I would put little like covers over them, you know, to make them sort of standy, you know, and give them like a, you know, nice colored canvases underneath them. Oh my gosh, over them. So I know I've got some wood in some chests around here somewhere. Got to go into the chests. There we go. We got some sticks here. All right. There's 4. There's 6. YouTube After Dark. Not quite, since this episode is going to be going up at 12 o'clock. Alright, let's see. Oh, this is cool. This is actually what Giran was working on earlier. It's a tapestry that he was building. I think it looks really nice. I like it. Ooh, I saw jungle wood. There we go. Oh, very nice. I do want to put some emeralds in there because those are my emblems for the castle. I really like that I chose them. I need to find some other places to put them. See, here's some white wool. I think I want to go with bright colors. So let's see what else we have. There's some more white. I think we've got enough white. Let's see here. Nope. Nope. Alright. Oh, yay, wool. Alright. I love this room. This room is just absolutely amazing. I love how it turned out. Ah, there we are. Let's do... Let's do light blue. Let's do some red and green. I think that'll work out well. Uh-oh. Alright, then let's put that back there. I'll probably never find that single nether brick in there. It'll probably stay there forever. But that's alright. Okay. So, the other thing I forgot to talk about in web freedom, or, you know, related to breaking the internet, so to speak, it was actually kind of funny. Microsoft was actually complaining about how a lot of web developers are coding their websites for WebKit. Now, for those of you who don't know, WebKit is the open source web browser that a lot of web browsers use these days. You know, like Chrome and Safari. All of them use WebKit. So it's almost ubiquitous. They have like something like a 90% share in web browsers. So you want green? Is that what you want? How about red? Okay, Giran wants red. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. So it was funny because Microsoft runs Internet Explorer, and Internet Explorer is pretty much the butt end of internet browser jokes. That jerk. Since like forever. So it's sort of funny to hear them talk about, you know, how people aren't optimizing their code for for Internet Explorer, and the zombie's walking down. Really, I think I saw him out of the corner of my eye. Look at him traveling down the stairs. Oh, it's too funny. So Internet Explorer has been a real pain in the butt to work with as far as internet browsers is concerned for a very, very long time. It was actually it still is. Come on. You still need to make Internet Explorer specific code. Ooh, there's a creeper back here. In order for your website to work in Internet Explorer, and it's a real pain in the butt for anybody who's actually developed a website and launched it. It's terrible. It's almost to the point where you don't even want to support Internet Explorer because it's such a pain in the ass to work with. And Gieran will attest to this. I remember when he was developing a website for us a long time ago, he was always cursing Internet Explorer because it was we had to make a version specifically for Internet Explorer because Microsoft had its very own way of doing things, and if you didn't do it that way, that was the wrong way. There we go, gear and snacks. Yeah, so it was sort of a pain in the butt, but now Microsoft is saying that nobody's coding for Internet Explorer specific things anymore. It's like, well, duh, of course, because it's a pain in the butt. Do you like it? I like it. Oh, okay, well, we'll change that if there's something you don't like. What are you trying to tell me? I don't understand. You don't like these? Ow. You want to sign over here? Okay, alright, well, I can't... I'm sorry. So, let's go ahead and work on over here. I do want to get this worked out a little bit here. I'm going to start laying down some wood so that we can get this rolling. Where is... I don't think I want to do half slabs, but let's just work out a little bit of a design here. There we go. And I'm being bad. So yeah, so Microsoft's solution to this problem of people not using Internet Explorer stuff is to, of course, everybody switch to Internet Explorer, right? Obviously, not going to happen. I find it very funny that is what their solution would be. Oh yeah, well, I don't have enough wood for that. I'll do it later, I promise. So it's really sort of silly that they would suggest that, because really Microsoft lost the browser wars. I mean, really, who uses Internet Explorer these days? The people that are like, don't even really use a computer, I gotta... do we have Internet Explorer subs? I don't really think so, because I don't really know of anybody that uses Internet Explorer willingly. I mean, like, I used to, when I worked at the college that I went to, when I worked in the library as a student study, my boss there used Internet Explorer, and I ragged on him so much because he had, like, I swear to you, like, no less than 6 different browser bars, and just, things like that. I'm like, why do you have those? You know how bad those are? He was using Internet Explorer 6, of course, which is like the wholly ungodly worst internet browser as far as security is concerned ever. So a lot of websites have actually installed a script that will not allow your page to load if you're using anything less than Internet Explorer 7, which I actually find is kind of funny. But, you know, I was like, why do you use it? And he was just like, well, because I have been. I was like, there's so many better options out there. And he's like, I don't care. And it drove me crazy. But I guess, like, in order to really, you know, stick with Internet Explorer, you really have to not care about, you know, your browsing experience. And that's sort of the feeling that I was getting from him. And it hurt. Because oops, this is not what I want. You know, I don't like Internet Explorer. I would rather somebody use something else than Internet Explorer, just because it will be better for them in the long run to use something else. So, you know, I personally use Chrome, and because that's what I like. But, you know, not everybody has to use Chrome. I mean, there's a lot of good options out there. Yeah, Gearing uses Firefox, you know, but I used to use Firefox. I don't anymore. I switched over to Chrome. But anything but Internet Explorer, God, please do yourself a favor and switch. The Internet Explorer era is over. I mean, do you really want to spend time on a browser that's, you know, years and years behind everything else? No, of course you don't. But I think a lot of the people that watch our videos are the sort of people that, you know, oh yeah, mobile devices, those don't count. But, you know, a lot of people, I just lost my train of thought. Anyways, a lot of people are, you know, upgrading, you know, now to, you know, much better things. And I don't really think that you know, the whole Switch thing is really applicable to a lot of the, you know, people who watch this. So I don't really think that anybody here is going to be using Internet Explorer. If they do, shame on you. But I don't think so. What one block where? That one out there? I have no idea. It generated there. Like when I first found this place, I remember pointing it out and going, "Oh, floating block of dirt," you know, because I don't know why it's there. I don't know why it generated out there, but yeah, it's been there forever. I don't have the heart to break it because it's sort of just like an anomaly. It gives this area personality. The one single lonely floating block of dirt out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I can't see, but I think it actually has grass on it. So it's a grass block. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. So it's very special. It's very special. I don't want anything bad to happen to it. No, don't. Don't. You'll break Rupert. I named it. His name is Rupert. You can't break it now. He's got a name. That would be murder. Right? Guys, back me up on this. No, don't. Murder is bad. I love this area. Oh, but this would actually be the perfect time to talk to you guys about some of the things that I had planned for up here. I'm gonna flatten this out a little bit before I forget, because I might accidentally start building up here and not remove this layer. But one of the things that I was thinking about when I couldn't sleep the other night, because I've been sick. I'm actually still sick. you'll probably notice some really odd breaks in this episode, because that's me hacking up a lung, because, well, I'm still not better, but I can talk and everything now, so I'm still good. But one of the things I want to do is I want to build, this is going to be the dock area, and then there's going to be a gigantic airship right here. And then one of the things that I first thought of when I came here the very first time, I think I actually mentioned it in an episode, was a bridge that I wanted to build that spans this sort of, this crevice right here. Well, I was thinking that, you know, what would I put on the other side of the bridge? Because I could have a bridge that's cool, but having a bridge to nowhere is kind of lame. So what I was thinking is, over in this area here, it would be perfect to put the airship servicing area. There it is, the airship servicing area. So what I'll do is I'll build a big old dock over on this hill over here, and then when the ship goes in for repairs, that's where it would go in. Is this big structure over here, and I'll probably cut it out of the side of that mountain, and it'll look awesome. So I've got some really big, grand ideas for this. I mean, this project is really invigorating. The ideas that I'm having for this are really cool. I just need to be able to pull them off. So I don't exactly know where I'm going to put the bridge. I may put it here, so it'll require a little bit of a walk down. So you just sort of, you know, walk down here, and then you can go across the bridge right here to the service area. But, you know, I thought that would be something really cool, really awesome to sort of complete the package, you know? Alright, so let's see here. I need a few names for these two stands. Let's see. I think this can be Docks Airways. Spelled correctly. There we go. And let's see, what's this other one? Road Guys Air Delivery. There we go. So you can come here to Road Guys Air Delivery and send packages. You come here to buy a ticket for passage on the airship, and you can come here to get snacks. Everybody wants snacks. This is going to be the most popular one, I can tell, right? Yeah, we all know that. Alright, I need to take care of that. It's been bugging me. It's from when I was cleaning up the dirt on the side of these things. But this is actually coming together really well. I need to change this out. But I am super happy with how everything is turning out. This is a really fun project, and we're having a blast with this. And I want to thank you guys for your suggestions on, there we go, on what to use for the wood. They were very, very helpful. And I think that's going to be it for this episode. So, thank you everybody for watching us again for another episode, and we will see you next time. Take care.